Welcome into the DFS Den. It's Dave Eddy here, aka Corporal Eddie on Twitter. Back at it here for MLB DFS season. It is obviously opening day. And if you remember from my videos last year, I like to give almost a daily video where I talk about, a couple of my top hitters, a couple of my top pitchers, and my top stack for the day. I try to give it to you in a quick and concise manner so that, you can watch, get a little bit of information that you need, and proceed to winning some money. So without further ado, let's kind of just hop right into things. And we start with pitching. If you remember, I like to pay up at pitching. I think that, DFS in a whole is very volatile, and hitting is, not extreme version of that, but it's a high end version of that. So I like to play it a little bit safer, and I like to focus on, usually getting some high end or at least what I consider to be very strong pitching. So typically we're right at the top of the rung for pitching. And being that today's opening day, everyone's out there throwing their ace. So we do get a lot of very high-end, pitching options available. So it makes it a little bit odd that I do I'm not exactly at the tippy top, even though I normally would be on a normal day. Again, I kind of just lead that to everyone's throwing their ace. So guys who may, normally be, right at the top on a given, random day during the season are going to work their way down the list here. So we will start though right at, almost the top with Garrett Cole. He's got a matchup against the Giants today. When it comes to, pitching, I'm looking for guys that are going to get me strikeouts and hopefully will get me some innings as well. And Garrett Cole absolutely matches that. One of the best pitchers in baseball. I'm going to have very high exposure to him. And then two other guys that I wanted to talk about. We're working our way, down pretty much in the middle of the price, selection pool here. And I'm looking at Shane McClanahan going up against the Tigers. Tigers are going to likely have one of the worst offenses in baseball. McClanahan, can strike out people, right up there with the best of them. How many innings he's going to go, that'll be one thing. But everyone early in the season is going to kind of fit that mold. As long as we get, 5 innings, 5 or 6 strikeouts and a win from McClanahan, I think he pays off that price pretty handsomely. And then I'm looking at Hunter Green. I think Hunter Green is primed to have a big season. Definitely a very high strikeout guy. Going against Pittsburgh, maybe a perfect scenario for him is 6 innings, 10 strikeouts and a win. At his price point, I'm very willing to pay that. And that kind of avoids some of the higher priced guys. And that's not necessarily intentional. It's just kind of the way that I think that things work themselves out today. And let's hop out over to the hitting side. I'll start off with my top stack. Absolutely love Atlanta today. They're on the road in Washington going up against Patrick Corbin. So very good matchup. I'm going to be looking to probably, an MME stack 5 hitters from Atlanta, get one of, these top pitchers, or probably 2 of those top pitchers, and then, fill out my lineup the rest of the way. So I'm looking at either Austin Riley or Ronald Acuna as being, guys that probably are must-haves. More than likely, I will have both of them in my lineup, but for sure going to have one. Just love those matchups there. It's going to be a righty versus lefty matchup. So, I like those. And those are, 2 of the better hitters in baseball. And then the other thing I'm looking at here, I really like Max Kepler going up against Kansas City, facing off against Zach Greinke. It's a lefty versus righty matchup. So, how I feel about that. Really like to, get those splits, when I can with the hitters like lefties versus righties versus lefties. Gives you, a little bit of added value there. And, his price point is going to be pretty low. He's going to be leading off there as well. So probably sneak an extra at bat in. So that's what I'm thinking for today. It's opening day. Very excited about everything. Hopefully you were following along last year, see how much money we're able to win together. Fully expect to hop right into things and do it again this year. If you haven't done so yet, pop on over here, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing these videos, like I said, almost daily. So you can tune in, we can play together, hopefully win ourselves a bunch of money. Go ahead, drop a like on here as well. If you haven't done so already, let me know that you're excited for baseball season and they're excited to win some money together. Let's get it.